thing you didn't.
Huh?
Good thing you didn't. Ladies and
Oh, my rider, he's a good guy, but I was telling him, maybe we should come together. No, he can't. He's not ready for that. He can't beat that horse.
ladies and gentlemen,
Say, big guy.
ladies and gentlemen, your 148th Preakness winner is National Treasure. Very pleased to be joined by the winning connection here. I'll quickly make the introduction here. Tom Ryan, SF Racing, So Human. You have Bat Masterson, of course, winning trainer Bob Baffert, Stone Street Stables Barbara Banky, winning rider John Velazquez, as well as Starlights Racing Jack Wolf. Very pleased to be joined by everyone. I'm gonna get started by beginning with the winning rider John Velazquez, because John, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the race, but let's first start with the fact that this is your first Preakness victory on your 13th Preakness ride. How pleased are you?
I don't know, can you guys hear me? Wow, that was my 13 rounds. There you go. So,
Look at your fans out there.
yeah, I don't know. Look at this. Yeah. What a moment. I mean, all I can say is, you know, when you ride your best and you try to ride your best and the horse responds for everything you want to do, that's all it takes. You know, the horse giving you everything they can, and that's what you all hope for it. And he did. You know, for everything I asked him to do, got a good break, pulled him to the outside a little bit just to let the other ones, you know, think what I'm going to do, and got to the turn, went to the inside, saved some ground, and got to the back stretch. And I saved some ground on the second turn. When I started moving in the 3/8 pole, I stayed in there, but came to the quarter pole. I make sure I put a little pressure on him, and he fought it the whole way. You know, from the 316 pole home, I mean, he put a really good fight. I mean, he did not want to let that horse pass, and that's what champions do. So he got it done for me.
Yeah, you kind of already talked through the race, but being in front, was that always kind of the game plan, as well as kind of slowing them down a little bit? It felt like you know. You
Well,
it
wasn't really a plan, but like I said, I want to get him a good rhythm, though, you know. And I knew it wasn't a lot of speed, but I saw Irad warming up his horse, and I knew he was going to put pressure to the other horse who had a little bit of speed, though, you know. So, and that's why when I broke and I went towards the middle of the track to make sure I put them over there for a little while, and if they want to go any faster, let them go in front. But, you know, just a little strategy. If it works, it worked. But it worked today. Yeah.
Well, as a rider, when you're engaged in a stretch battle like that, were you always confident that you might get there in the end?
No, I tell you what. Like I said, it's like when he came to him, he put a good fight the whole way. Though. He was not letting that horse go by, and then even the gallop out, man. My horse gallop out. The pony had to pull him up. So it was a really good fight from the 316 pole to the wire. And after that, he galloped out incredible. So very proud, you know, for everything he did, and take me out of my slump from the Preakness.
It's not a slump.
Yeah.
Of course, you're a Hall of Fame rider. We just mentioned it's your first Preakness win. Was your family here with you to live?
They're all here. There he is. All here. It's my father-in-law's birthday today too, so that's really the cherry on top of the cake. So happy birthday to Leo, and that was the Irish luck was there today.
As we move along quickly to the winning trainer, Bob, we know that you applied the blinkers on this horse. You said you were kind of trying to figure him out a little bit still. Have we figured him out?
Well, he's a horse that, you know, he's always been, you know, he won early. And he showed us there he was a nice horse, but we knew that he needed distance, you know, and so it just took him a while. He hasn't really filled out into his frame, but we could tell he's been working. His last few works were really strong, and he was working like a really good horse. I mean, the work before he went 7/8 in ridiculous time, you know, and so. And he came back and worked beautifully. We shipped here early to make sure, you know, because the shipping has been so difficult now. I don't want to get him too close to the race and give him a chance to settle in. So, I think give Johnny credit. He got him out of the gate beautifully. His tactics were just, that's why he's in the Hall of Fame. I always feel confident when Johnny's on my horse. And so, and to me, this means more for Johnny getting his Preakness win. You know, I know it was.
Tell him what. Wait. Tell him what you said to me earlier, though. This is like your window is closing, so you better win this one.
Well, I told him his expiration date's getting a little bit close. But you know what? He's a great rider, and just like him, Mike Smith, all the top guys, you know, you never heard of guys riding at this age, but when you're great, it's like anything. You stay great, and Johnny's always been a great rider, and it was nice to see his buddies Javier Castellano get a Derby win this year because we've always been together at Jeff Ruby's the night before, and poor Javier could never tell a Derby story. And so we're all in this club now, but you can't do it without the group of owners I have that have stuck by me through all this negative, all this bad stuff that's happened to me in the last few years. And they're loyal, they stuck with me, and I give them all the credit. They give me the ammo. We got a great team. Tom Ryan, who started this. We got Bad here, everybody, Barbara. It's fun. We have fun, and the thing is to win these races, you know. And we went dry. We were spoiled ourselves with Authentic, but we're back in. Then we got another good group coming, and so.
And before I do move along to some of the owners, Bob, what has been like managing this horse, and what was it that you saw from him that made you want to bring him here?
Well, we thought, you know, his Santa Anita Derby race, it was okay, but he was just not really, you know, you could tell he was still green, figuring it out. So I talked to Johnny. I said, you know, I want to put a set of blinkers on him, and he thought it'd be a good idea, keep him a little bit more focused. So he'd leave there, and he just wasn't really getting into the groove. And so he missed some time there. Tim Yaktine had him. He couldn't run him into the prep, so he missed some time. So Tim thought he would probably be a little short, so he probably needed the Santa Anita Derby, because when I got him from Tim, he was in great condition. So I just went along with it, and just, you know, we always thought we were hoping for something like this. I know, you know, I don't want to be the spoiler. I don't like, because I've been in this position before, but I'm just happy that, you know, we've been through, this game, we take a lot of knocks, you know, you got to be tough to stay in this game and go through a lot of ups and downs, but this is why we work so hard, work 7 days. We love these horses, and when you see one of your horses, it's like one of your kids winning, and so that's that's the excitement of it.
And on a personal note, you already mentioned how special it is for Johnny to win this. Now, with your 8th win in the Preakness, you're the all-time winning most trainer in the Preakness. What does that mean to you?
8 wins.
Well, I have a great team. You know, we got Jimmy Barnes, you all know, my assistants, Pascual Rivera, all my grooms. They work hard. They put a lot of. They're the ones that do all the hard work. I delegate a lot of this, and we're a good team. They know what's expected of them, and to win 8, right now I'm not thinking about the 8, because hopefully I want to come back here and add to that, you know, and so. But I'm happy for just this horse doing what he did today. I mean, this horse brought us all out of just a horrible moment today, and I'm just grateful to that horse.
Yeah, well, you mentioned to me before that you don't think much about records, but you're thinking about it now?
You know, I've never been a record type keeper, because I stay you got to stay focused with your horses, you know, and maybe 10 years from now, you know, I'll think about it. But right now, I just focus on you know, as a trainer, we have a lot of responsibilities. We have families that work for employees, the families to take care of, the horses, horse welfare, the jockeys, keep them safe. I mean, there's so many, the owners, keep them happy. There's so much that a trainer deals with that's why I have white hair and 3 stents in my heart. And so, you know, but it's a lot of pressure, but it's pressure that we know it's pressure, but we do it because we love the horses. We're horse crazy, and if we didn't love them, why do you keep doing this? Because we just love showing up and looking at those horses, and then when they perform, like today, you just forget about all that.
Thank you so much, Bob. I'm going to work my way towards me. I'm going to start with Starlight Racing's founder, Jack Wolf. Jack, what does a victory like this mean to you as well as the Starlight Racing family?
Thank God for Johnny. We've been working with Johnny for 20 years.
A little bit closer to the mic, please.
We've been working with Johnny for 20 years, and he's won some great races for us, and I'm so happy he was on this horse, and he got to win his first Preakness, and Bob won his, what, 19th, or what was it? 8th? But credit goes to Johnny and Bob and Jimmy Barnes and Tom Ryan for putting this group together, so I couldn't be happier for this guy.
We also have Stone Street Stables. Barbara Banke, join us here. Barbara, you are an incredible proponent of the industry, large investments. What does it mean for you to sit here and to see this pay off like this?
This is wonderful, and it's no more than we all deserve. But it's so exciting to be here. The Preakness is always my most fun experience in the Triple Crown, and it's wonderful to win here with a group of friends and with John, who got his first victory, and it's well deserved. And of course, since I'm the chair of the Breeders' Cup, I'm hoping we have a really great Breeders' Cup this year with a lot of these horses, including National Treasure. So I'm hoping for that, and some of the other runners as well, and that our industry will prosper over the year.
I feel like that's a question as well for trainer Bob Baffert. Right now we mention it. Do we know where we'd like to head next to yet?
Well, I mean, right now we're just gonna see how he comes out of it. Johnny, I like Johnny's comments. He said he had trouble pulling him up. I hope he didn't take too much out of him by letting him gallop out so far out. But it's we'll see. You know how hard of a toll it takes, and so we got a couple of days to think about it because the plane leaves on Tuesday, and if we were going to go to Belmont, we'd probably have to ship straight up there, and so I wouldn't want to take him back to California. It'd be too hard on him. So we got the next 24 hours to we'll let the horse tell us how he came out of it. He looked great after the race. So he didn't look like he was really taxing on him, and so and that's another thing too about Baltimore. The way they treat us, the management, they treat us. Everybody it's a great treatment here. We come here, they bend over backwards for you, and it's fun. It's enjoying. I love the stakes barn. And everybody back there, they feed the grooms, and it's a happy. Win, lose, or draw, you always leave here with a good feeling about the place.
Maryland hospitality, that's what it is. Pat Masterson, what a fun ownership group here. Co-owner. I can see the smile on your face. Where were you watching it from, and what was going through your mind?
Oh, I was watching it with all these guys, and I was very fortunate that Tom Ryan invited me to be part of this group, and it's been a great group to be part of. I've always raced fillies, and they said we're going to race colts, and I said, I love that. And I've known Bob for a long time, and all the people here, and it's just really an honor to be a part of this group. And I'm so happy we won this race, especially being a Maryland grad.
Hey, Bad, what were your instructions?
I always tell Johnny, just win.
So, Koeman, you're part of this ownership group as well with Maddox Stables. Look, I know you're exuberant in your celebration. How were the emotions straight after?
Oh, it was great. I mean, this is my favorite race of the year. I went to college here in Baltimore, and first time I ever went to a racetrack was Preakness Day, sneaking into the infield in college. So this is always my favorite day of the year, and obviously I'm really happy for this group. I mean, it's a great group. This sport, there's lots of ups and downs, and you know, to be part of Johnny's first win is special. To be part of Bob's record-breaking win is great. And obviously, just to be part of this whole crew, I feel really lucky. So happy to be here.
Yeah, congratulations. Finally, Tom Ryan, SF Tom Ryan, SF Racing. Tell me about when you first came across National Treasure.
We discovered National Treasure in Saratoga last year. It was facing Tipton. He was hip 13, as Saul said earlier. And Donato loved the horse. John Moynihan loved the horse. He was a horse that just, he met all the criteria immediately. And it was interesting. We brought Bob to see the horse, and he literally took one glance and walked away. I was like, he doesn't like him. And we walked around the corner and he said, I love him. And we were very fortunate to buy the horse, so very happy. You know, look, the same breeder that bred Authentic bred this horse, and we got beaten to Preakness with Authentic, and we won today.
Congratulations. I'll start taking questions from the room now. Stay ready, loudly.
Oh, here we go.
Thanks so much. Sam Erie, Barstool Sports. Johnny, yeah, no worries at all. Johnny, can you hear me?
Yes.
Absolutely. You had an amazing get out off of the gate. Obviously, at the end, you had a little bit of pressure there. What's going through your mind when you see the other race or the other horse coming up right on you?
Well, like I said earlier, though, you know, it's like when the other horse got to him, he put every bit of effort, you know, to fight the horse off, you know. So it was definitely a very encouraging when you're on the need of the horse and you ask him for everything that he got, and he's given it to me, and you can see getting to the wire, he started getting away from the horse. So you can't ask for anything else when the horse is giving you everything. Absolutely, yeah. Thank you.
Hey, Bob, you mentioned there's been negativity recently, and you've been through some bad stuff. In light of what you've gone through to get to today, is it vindication? How do you feel? What does it mean to be back in the winner's circle after the bad stuff?
Well, I couldn't have done it without my beautiful wife, Jill's support.
Keep it grounded.
And my family and my friends, and we've been through a tough go, and but we knew we would get through this, and the thing, I just focus, like I said, it's the love of the horse that just keeps me focused and keeps me going, and I just kept the noise out. I had a lot of professional sports people tell me, you got to keep the noise out. Just keep doing what you're doing. Get through it, and everything will be fine. And so it was tough. We've had some tough moments. But it's days like this that it's not really vindication. It's just I feel like we have a moment of we can enjoy it. We have a moment of we're enjoy what we do. We're getting rewarded for how hard everybody in my team works, and to me, that's mainly what it's about.
Yeah, just a similar question to the ownership group. I mean, Bob said, obviously you guys stuck by him through this. What was the thinking, and how are you guys feeling today out there on the winner's circle?
Yeah, I mean, Bob's, we've just always had his back. I mean, he's been doing this for a long time. He's been treated, really unfairly, and there's never been any wavering from anybody in this group. Obviously, especially led by Tom, but he's our guy, and will continue to be so.
I'm going to slide a few questions in from upstairs as well in just a second, if they do give them to me real quick. Got a question for trainer Bob Baffert here from upstairs in the media press room. If you can talk us through the highs and lows of the day, of course, what happened with Arabian Lion as well as your other winners and the Preakness winner here.
Okay, what was that?
If you can talk us through the highs and lows of your day today.
No, it was, we started out yesterday, and we got, I really thought Faiza could win the Black-Eyed Susan. She ran third, and she got beat, and we were a little disappointed with that, and And then Arabian Lion, he ran a great race. Looks like he's the horse that we thought he was going to be. He's developing. And then we came to having a meltdown. We thought we're going on a roll. We're just going to get in the groove, and he has that bad luck, gets bumped leaving the gate. I don't know if that contributed, but something, the horse. And when he got hurt, it's just the most sickening feeling a trainer can have. And so, my concern was, is the jockey all right? And I was in contact with his agent, and as soon as I knew he was okay and sized, he called me up, telling me everything fine. The horse felt, if you don't know what happened, he felt good and all that. So you're just going through your mind, what. So it sort of, it put a damper on the afternoon. So then, I was just hoping that this horse could win for the group and for Johnny, and when he hit the wire, I think my emotions and my wife were just what we've been through, and for the day been through. It would have been so nice to just, without that happening, but we grieve, and so, and I'm still grieving about it. We're still sad about that horse, and we will be for a while, but it just put a little moment of spark into our lives.
Thank you. Question doesn't go.
Along those lines, Bob, I'm just wondering, as you're going through the emotions of it, was it difficult to kind of wrap your head around, you've been on a lot of winner's circles and a lot of wins. Is this the most surreal, strange process of a day that you've been through in terms of the highs and the lows?
You know what? I've been doing this for 43 years, and I've been hit. Every year, there's 1,000 things that can go wrong, and you just get hit as a trainer. When you've done it as long as I have, you can't get too excited, because just right around the corner, you're going to get a punch in the gut, and it was a gut punch. And so, the main concern, the jockey is fine, and so it was one of those things where you're just scratching your head, but it's at the same time you still, you got to take care of your other horses and stay focused, and it's like, but that's, as a trainer, that's what we go through. Life of a trainer is not as glamorous as people think. I mean, right now, we might be on top of the world, but for me, I just feel relieved that the horse ran to its potential, and everybody here is happy, but it's still, when I go back to the barn and see that empty stall, it's sad.
Take some more questions again from upstairs if there are any. Any more down here?
What's that?
What time are we getting in the barn tomorrow?
I'll probably be there around, what time are we going to be there, honey? Okay, we'll be there at 8:30.
8:30 would be a good time for everyone to come and see the Preakness winner?
Sure.
Yeah? All right. Any more questions?
Hey, John. Bob addressed the difficulty of seeing a horse go down as he did. As a rider, when you see a horse go down and a fellow jock go down and you still have work to do, how does that impact you when you see that, and how does it impact your day?
Truthfully, I feel like I had a knife to my heart when I saw it. It's devastating when you see it. No matter what, when a horse suffers something like this and the jockey on top of it, for both of them, you feel the pain. It's not, and you start thinking, why? So it's just the things that happen in racing. But you have to stay focused. Try to do your job. That's what our job brings us to do. Hopefully, with the work that we're doing and all the stuff that's happening, things like that doesn't happen anymore. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard to stay focused and to keep going, though. Yeah.
Yep. And we'll be concluding the press conference. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here comes the